Welcome back. Another scouting report with Tiger Details publisher Jimmy Smith. Going to talk about one of the more intriguing prospects for me, and defensive end Joshua Mickens from Indiana. LSU commit, long, lanky, athletic guy. We list him at Rivals at 6'5", 225 pounds, number 21 ranked overall, weak side defender. Personally, I think he's got a ton of upside. If you're going just off of upside, he might have as much as anyone in this class for LSU. I do think he's one of the more underappreciated and undervalued prospects in this class. And I think a strong season ahead, you could see him vault himself up those rankings quite a bit. So let's jump into it. A few things I really want to point out here are his athletic ability, his tenacity, very disruptive player. Gets it done in both as a pass rusher and run defender by shooting gaps and just overly disruptive in everything he does. So this play here that we're going to start out with, you see all the things I like about him as a pass rusher. The good get off, takes a hard, great angle with a little bend to get around that offensive tackle to the quarterback. The running back here is setting for a double team to kind of help out with that offensive tackle. When he matches the depth of the quarterback's drop, he plants his foot, splits the double team, makes the play. Just a really good pass rush there. Here, you see the offensive tackle does a really good job with his kick step here. Gets good depth, is able to cut him off. But you see him drive upfield and then use that offensive lineman's momentum against him, getting inside, shedding him, and then closing on the quarterback. I really like the way this kid closes, whether it's as a run defender, pass rusher. He's able to bend and accelerate through that bend, which is something you really look for. Here we see the backside defender. As soon as he reads his keys here, he sees the chop block. He sees what's going on in front of him. He just shoots the line and beats the running back to the line of scrimmage. And you're going to see that throughout this film. Here you could tell he knows his opponent. So he's going to run square at his chest, knowing that the kid's kick is going to take him outward to try to cut him off rather than back. And it's going to open up that inside. And he just runs straight at his chest, gives him a little shoulder fake, is able to kind of neutralize him a bit, and then just shoots that gap. And again, finishing with tenacity. Here, you're going to see he knows his opponent, knows this kid isn't going to be able to get the depth on his kick step to really cut off his edge rush. So he just gets a good get off here. A little lean and rip as he's dipping around that corner. And then again, another hard angle to the quarterback to make the play. A very athletic kid. Everything he does, you kind of see that fluidity and that explosiveness behind it. This play here, you're just going to see him blow off the edge here, beat the left tackle. The guy has no chance, and he just absolutely crushes the quarterback, just blows up the play. And this is what I'm talking about, disruptive. It's not always about sacks. It's about just being disruptive. This is one of my favorite plays. You see that first step, that first inside step with this jet sweep action, splits the blockers and just sits and waits and doesn't compromise himself, maintains leverage on the play, and finishes. And here again, you see, great get off, is able to bend around that corner and close and just absolutely crush the quarterback. Here's another play, another great play. Being disruptive, using his right hand to fend off the blocker while going up with his left hand to block the pass. See, a very good, very well coached kid. You see him do the little things as a defensive lineman. That just shows he's instinctive, and he's been coached up to where he can let those instincts play out. Doesn't have to think. He's instinctively making moves. Here you see him pick up late on a tell that there's a screen behind him, so he jumps and gets in that screen to the wide receiver. Here you see another backside pursuit. I mean, he just absolutely blows up these plays. You often leave that backside defender unblocked on these zone blocking schemes, but a kid like this, I mean, he obviously closes extremely well, and he'll just eat those plays up. Here's another good, hard inside first step to blow up another running play in the backfield. You see a lot of that in his film. Again, same move. Holds the point, uses his right shoulder here to to not get pushed out of the play, has a solid base, and is able to finish. Another play of him jumping in the passing lane, reading the quarterback's eyes, seeing him set his feet and turn. He knows there's about to be a pass behind him, and so he elevates and gets in that passing lane. And you see how when he closes, when he gets around this edge, his ability to accelerate all through the bend. And what I'm talking about the bend is the angle he takes to the quarterback. It's not a straight line often. You'll kind of dip and curve around, and then once you get around and you have that advantage on the tackle, you like to close that angle and take a straight line to the quarterback. And he does that extremely well and accelerates through the plays. Here you see him just beat the offensive tackle inside, boom. He's got the advantage, blows up the play. Quarterback doesn't stand a chance, has to get rid of it early. This is about being disruptive. Doesn't have anything in the stat book, maybe a hurry is about all he gets on that play. But, I mean, those are the kind of plays you get on 2nd and 9 and 3rd and 8, and those get you off the field as a defense. Shows a really good know-how as a run defender, very aggressive at shooting gaps as a run defender, especially against zone blocking schemes. Reads his keys very well, you could tell. I would like to see him take on some of these blockers a little more. You see him trying to slip blocks and shoot gaps and things like that. At some points, he's going to have to hold the point and stack up head to head with these offensive linemen and be able to shed in a hole. He's not always going to be able to see right there. It's a good play. He could have easily been pushed out of the play. But he's athletic enough to recover. But as you can see from this kid's tape, man, really good get off, bends well, uses his hands well, very well coached, great first step. There's a lot to really like about him. At 6'5", 225 pounds, you would assume he's got a frame that can add much more weight, probably close to the 260 range by the time he's done. So LSU's got one heck of a sleeper here, in my opinion. I think he's got as much upside as anyone in this class for the Tigers. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel as we break down all of LSU's commits moving forward. You should be able to see a couple a week here on this channel for quite some time. So make sure you check back with us at Tiger Details. I'm your publisher, Jimmy Smith, and I'm out.